Okay, today we're going to be doing grade 9 math, linear equations and inequalities, practice test 1. The phrase an equivalency of 0 occurs if you add C and D together, multiply by B and multiply by A. Represents the mathematical equation. Okay. So we're basically going to have our 0 equals 0. We're going to see as 0 equals if you add C plus D together, multiply by B, and multiply by A. Okay, they didn't quite clarify, so my guess is it's going to be D, because B and C are the exact same answer. So it's D times B times A is the same as D times B times A. And so I'm guessing equivalency of 0 is you add C and D together and you multiply it. So I'm guessing they're going to put C and D into brackets. And then we're going to multiply by B, and then we're going to multiply by A. And so let's pick D. James has some coins in his pocket. He finds he has quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. If he has 3 quarters, 3 nickels, and 2 pennies, the total value of the coins in his pocket is $1.54. How many dimes does he have left? Okay. So he has 3 quarters. So we're going to do 0.25 plus 3 nickels, we're going to do 0.5, and plus 2 pennies. And then we're also going to have plus X dimes, because we don't know how many dimes there's going to be. And all of this is going to add up to $1.52. Okay, so this 3 times 0.25 is going to be 0.75. This is going to be 0.15. 3 times that. Not sure why I wrote pennies there. 0.01. This can be 0.02. And then we're going to have, let's just add this up. So this is going to be 90. It's going to be 92 plus X times dimes equals 152. So then we're going to minus 0.92, 0.92 minus. Okay, our 2's get rid of each other. Then we're going to go down to 60 cents equals X 0.1. We'll divide by 0.1, divide by 0.1 to isolate our X. X is going to equal 6. Okay, so we have 6 dimes. Which of this following is an equation that has been solved correctly? Okay. We'll just go through 4x plus 1 equals 7x plus 2. Okay, so we'll distribute these. So it'll be 4x plus 4 equals 7x plus 14. Then we'll bring all the variables to one side and the constants to the other. So we'll minus 7x minus 7x minus 4 minus 4. This side's going to be 10. These cross out. These cross out. Negative 3x. Then we're going to divide by negative 3. Divide by negative 3. X is going to be equal to basically 10 negative 10 over 3, because we're not going to put that into decimal place. So that does not equal, because we have x equals negative 3 here. So it's not A. So let's clear and do the next one. 4x plus 3 equals 5. So minus 3, 4x equals 2, divide by 4, x equals 1/2. Okay, it's not going to be that because we have x equals 2, so clear this. 3x plus 9 equals x minus 1. Okay, so get the variables to the left side and constants to the right. So minus x, minus 9, minus 9. This is going to equal negative 10. These cancel out. And then we're going to have 2x divided by 2, x equals negative 5. That's not going to be it. And I'm going to do the last one. 5x plus 2 equals 4 plus 3 minus x. Okay, so we'll distribute this. 5x plus 10, 4 plus 3 minus x, so we can just drop the brackets because this is just a plus sign. Okay, this is going to be 7 minus x equals 5x plus 10. We'll get the x to the right, to the left-hand side, so plus x, and then we'll minus 10, minus 10. These cancel out, these cancel out. 7 minus 10 is going to be negative 3. 6x divided by 6 divided by 6. X is going to be equal to negative 1/2, and that is right. So let's pick B for our answer. Shall we solve the equation? X divided by seconds, 122 divided by s equals 3, and got an answer in the form of c. So it's mixed fraction with c being the whole number, a divided by b. If Sheila answers simplified form, the value of a plus b plus c is equal to, okay, so let's first solve. So 122 divided by s equals 3. We can basically cross multiply and divide these. So we times by s, divide by 3, divide by 3. These cancel out. These 3's cancel out. And we have s equals 122 divided by 3. 122 divided by 3 is going to be 3. Okay, so we're going to reduce this. I can't actually reduce, so we're going to put into a mixed fraction is what we're going to do. So this can go into it 40 times evenly, and then we're left with 2/3 remaining. So our A value is going to be 40, our B value is going to equal 2, and our C value is going to equal 3. And we're going to add these together, so 40 plus 2 plus 3 is going to be 45. And that is going to be our answer. Alex spent half her allowance paying for admission to an amusement park. She then spent 2/3 of her money she had left on ride tickets and a snack. If she returned home with $5.25, how much money did she originally have? Okay. So we're looking for original money, and we have $5.25 remaining. Okay. So let's go backwards in time. So we returned home with $5.25. Okay, she spent 2/3 of her money she had left on ride tickets and a snack. So this 125 is going to represent 1/3 of the money, because 2/3 of it was spent. So we're going to times this by 3 because this is 1/3. And so we're going to get 525 times 3. So she had 1575. Before she spent money on the ride ticket and a snack. And before that, Alex spent half her allowance paying for admission to the amusement park. So this is going to be half, so we're going to do 1575 times 2. And that's going to give us 3150 is how much money she had when she started. Okay, algebraic equation represents the following phrase: half of an unknown number less 2 is equal to an unknown number increased by 6. Okay. Let's try and make this a bit smaller. Okay. So we want first to have our half unknown number less 2. I think this should be brackets minus 2 equals x increased by 6. I think that's 6, just plus 6. Okay, so let's see what we have. 1/2 x. They distribute it, so it's half. That's just not correct, because if we distribute this half, this would be a -1. So a still works. We distribute this half. This would be x over 2, so that one doesn't work. And this one has the same problem. If we distribute this half into this -2, it should be -1. So our answer is going to be A. If 3x minus 6 equals -2x plus 31, what does x equal? Okay. 3x minus 9 equals -2x plus 31. So bring the x's over to the left. 2x plus 2x equals 5x. And then we'll add 9 with constants over to the right side and add 9. These cancel out, these cancel out. And 31 plus 9 is going to be 40. Divide by 5, divide by 5. X is going to equal 8. Okay. One of the questions on a learner's permit test requires Christy to determine at what speed she would be allowed to travel on a highway with the above sign posted. The equation or inequality that shows the answer. So basically what this means is that we'll have a maximum speed of 35, so we can go equal to 35 or less than it. So our speed needs to be less than or equal to 35, which is this one, because our speed can be below it, so it's not just going to be equal to 30. Our speed cannot go above it, so it can't be greater than. And our speed is not just going to be less than, because we can be equal to that speed as well. Okay, so we got another one here. So we got solve for 3a minus 4 equals 2b minus 9. We're going to solve for b. So basically what that means is we're going to isolate b. So we're going to add 9, add 9. So this is going to be 3a plus 5 equals 2b. Then we're going to divide by b, divide by 2 to isolate our b. So we'll switch the sides. b equals 3a plus 5 divided by 2. And it looks like they put this into decimal places. So b equals 1.5a, and then plus 2.5. Okay, so that's going to be C. Which algebra tile model below can be solved to find x equals -2? Okay. So our first one, this is going to be 2x, because these are represented x, and we've got 2 of them. And then the unshaded one's going to be negative, so we've got -x minus 3 plus 1. So we're going to solve for this. So this is going to be -2, and -x equals 2x. We'll bring all the x's to one side, so plus x, 3x equals -2, and then we'll isolate, so we'll get rid of the 3. So we have x equals -2/3. That is not our answer, so it is not A. Okay, let's do the next one. So it's going to be 2x equals x minus 4. So we will minus x, x equals -4. That is not our answer, so we want -2. Okay, so the next one, C, is going to be 3x plus 2 equals -4. So -2 minus 2, -6 equals 3x. Divide by 3, divide by 3, x equals -2. This is going to be our answer. And let's just check D to make sure that we're right. 3x minus 2 equals -4. So plus 2, -2 equals 3x divided by 3, divided by 3, x equals -2/3. So our answer is C. Okay, so let's submit. We got one wrong, really. Okay, the algebraic equation represented by the following phrase, half of a known number less 2 is equal to an unknown number increased by 6. Okay, so what they did is they're using the commas as breaks. So they did half of x, comma, so we're going to -2 equals x plus 6. So if we multiply this out, it's going to be x divided by 2 minus 2 equals x plus 6. Okay, so it's that comma that I missed there. Okay, so I'll wrap that up for this video. The link will be below in the description to do the test yourself, and thanks for watching.